district tournaments and is hosted by the Treasure Coast Sports Commission, Indian River County, Historic Dodgertown, and Indian River State College. A special thanks to the many volunteers that work hard to put on this first-class event. Now let's meet the teams who will be battling game number 23. First, the visitors on the scoreboard and located in the first base dugout. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Blue Wave from Florida State College, Jacksonville. Leading off, the right fielder, number 5, Alyssa Halpin. Batting second is the pitcher, number 22, Shayna Reed. Batting third is the catcher, number 1, Maddie Johnson. Batting fourth, the designated player, number 15, Marty Greenstein. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 14, Jessica Delauder. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Lainey Rogers. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 12, Hannah Hilliman. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 24, Caitlin Dickerson. Batting ninth is the center fielder, number 6, Kaylee Perry. The flex will be the shortstop, number 11, Sylvia Montana. And the head coach of the 33 and 28 Blue Wave, Coach Jamie Lynn. Now the home team on the scoreboard and located in the third base dugout. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Pioneers from Indian River State College. Leading off is the third baseman, number 5, Jessica Moe. Batting second is the catcher, number 27, Elise Tyler. Batting third is the shortstop, number 6, Julia Gilbert. Batting fourth is the center fielder, number 22, Annie DePillo. Batting fifth is the first baseman, number 2, Cassandra Castle. Batting sixth is the designated player, number 17, Stephanie Collins. Batting seventh is the left fielder, number 25, Oria Mounts. Batting eighth is the right fielder, number 3, Samantha Sudina. Batting ninth is the second baseman, number 7, Lily Pruneda. The flex is the pitcher, number 18, Valerie Alvarado. And the head coach of the 45 and 10 Pioneers, Coach Dale Atkinson. The umpires for today's game working the bases will be Dwayne Seeley and Mo Collins. Working behind the plate is Ron Graham. Gentlemen, we thank you for your contributions to amateur athletics. Now let's play ball.
There you have your starting lineups, and we are about ready to go live here from Vero Beach at historic Dodgertown. I'm Scott Jamison. I'll be bringing you today's action between Florida State College at Jacksonville Blue Wave and the Indian River State College Pioneers. This is an elimination game. The loser will go home. The winner will move on to play Florida Southwestern State in another elimination game immediately following this one. Might be a little bit of a break, but probably not. Game's scheduled for 5, so we'll see how they handle that. Probably going to be a pretty quick turnaround for whoever is victorious in this game. FSC-J defeated St. Pete College earlier to eliminate the Titans from the tournament. Indian River defeated Miami-Dade to knock Dade from the tournament. So at least one new team will be going to the national tournament. Dade advanced last year as the runner-up. And Chipola College, who's still in it in the winner's bracket, they had a come-from-behind win on Florida Southwestern State. They trailed by a run in the bottom of the 7th, came all the way back to win it. And we are about underway. First pitch from the Pioneers, who start off in the field. Pitcher is Alvarado. Valerie Alvarado. Pitch is in there for a strike. Got a ball and a strike. The wind is whipping, if you can't tell from looking at the camera. It is ferocious. It has been all day. Low and away to the leadoff hitter, Alyssa Halpin. Both teams have the same colors, and they have basically the same jerseys on. It's very difficult to tell who's who right now. Jacksonville has gray pants on, Indian River has black. So there's the difference. We've got FSC-J batting first as the visitors, Indian River. In the black pants, lined quickly to the third baseman. Didn't even have a chance to change the camera right there. Got quick out. So one down for the Pioneers. FSC-J, Indian River. Indian River in the black pants, FSC-J in the gray. Shayna Reed now batting. Line out for Halpin to third. First pitch high, ball one. 1-1 now the count. Fouled back, 1-2. One, two the count. Umpire confirms it. One out. Nobody on. Shayna Reed lines one out to right field. Runs it all the way through for a base knock for the pitcher for FSC-J. Now Maddie Johnson will bat. The catcher for the Blue Wave. Maddie Johnson, 366 hitter with 8 home runs. Takes a big cut there. Fouls it back for a strike. So we've got one runner on. That's Shayna Reed. She singled. Pitcher helping out her own cause already here in the first inning. We are in the top of the first. That pitch, I think got away from her. Stuck in her hand a little bit. Pitching coach out there already having a discussion. So Coach Atkinson heads back to the dugout after a quick word with Valerie Alvarado, who's in the circle. 1-1 out. Runner at second. That's Shayna Reed. Pitch high. Swing and a miss by Maddie Johnson, the catcher. Now 2-2. FSC-J's tripped through this tournament. This is their 4th game. They lost the first one 12-4. Won their 2nd game over Eastern Florida State College and then defeated St. Pete College to get to where they're at, Indian River. There's a strikeout. Swinging strikeout. Now Marnie Greenstein will bat. The offensive player. Pitch top of the zone for a strike. That pitch way up for a ball. That one put into play on the infield. First baseman takes it for the 3rd out. They were both there waiting for it, so DeLauder will lead off the next inning for the Blue Wave. She was left on deck. Indian River will have the top of their order. Jessica Mall, Elise Pillars, and Julia Gilbert due up when we return with the bottom half of the 1st inning. You're watching the FCSAA tournament right here on YouTube. I'd like to encourage you to check out Vero Beach Inn and Suites next time you are thinking about staying in Vero Beach or the surrounding areas. They actually have a restaurant, a sports bar, all sorts of catering if you'd like to have an event there. For more information, call 772-567-8321. You can discover the Vero Beach Inn and Suites for your next visit. Our rooms are oversized and comfortable with a bright color palette, reminiscent of a quaint cottage. The Courtyard-style inn is a tropical landscape with outdoor seating areas and a very nice pool. We always help you keep your budget in check without sacrificing comfort. It's the only boutique-style inn in Vero Beach that offers great service and amenities at a mid-level price. Just minutes away from white sandy beaches, golf courses, fishing, Dodgertown, and other area attractions. Check it out online, Vero Beach Inn and Suites, or 772-567-8321. So we are back here now, live from Vero Beach. First pitch strike to the leadoff hitter, Jessica Mall, the 3rd baseman. She had an inside the park home run, a legit inside the park home run yesterday. She hit one to left field over the left fielder's head and just absolutely flew around the bases. Blink an eye and you missed her. That pitch up on 0-2, so now it's 1-2. That is the center fielder you see down there in the camera. Once they start shading towards left, playing in a little bit, it gets in the camera angle. One grounded foul. 1-2 count. Pitch up 2-2. That one popped foul just behind the dugout, right over by the trainer. Scared one of the trainers. Hit the cooler. Luckily it didn't hit the trainer. That would have been bad. That one out into left field. Base hit, just slapped by Maul. Nice piece of hitting. So Maul singles to start the game. Good start. If you're a Pioneers fan, you're happy with this. Now Elise Pillars comes up, a chance to either move her over or try to slap something around and get on base herself. See what Coach Dale Atkinson draws up. First pitch strike. She was not squaring, so not sure. I like the fact they're going to let her swing away. It is the first inning. Play for a big one. Chops that one. And that one gets through. The runner will go all the way to third. There was some miscommunication with the infielders, and a play was not able to be made. And just like that, another single, and runners are at first and third with nobody out. And Julia Gilbert comes up with a chance to get some runs on the board here in the first inning and really put pressure on FSC-J. And that's what you're really trying to do in these tournaments. And that's sort of what happened to College of Central Florida. They had the pressure and runs put on them early. And they were not able to respond. They got beat 14-2, and then they got beat 5-1 today, outscored 19-3 in their final two games. Getting beat. It was the shock of the tournament, really, to see Central Florida go out, number 2 team in the country, number 1 for a good portion of the season. They were 61-3 coming in, ended up 62-5. Good season, but not the way that Coach Kevin Fagan and the Patriots wanted to see it end, that's for sure. Discussion over with Coach Jamie Lind and her pitcher. We are back to action here. There are 6 teams remaining right now. Actually, 8 teams, excuse me. 8 teams remaining. FSC-J, Indian River, State College of Florida, Gulf Coast, Florida Southwestern, Northwest Florida, Seminole, and Chipola. Seminole and Chipola have advanced to the finals of the winners bracket. The winner of that one will advance to the national tournament, and then the rest of the teams will play it out to see who gets to go and join them in St. George, Utah. If you're a fan of one of the teams that advances, I would suggest making it an investment, especially if your child or family member happens to be on the team. It is well worth it. Unbelievable experience. You fly into Las Vegas, drive about an hour through some of the most amazing desert scenery you'll ever see to get to St. George, Utah, and then you get to play at a park called the Canyons. And it's exactly like the name suggests. I know Santa Fe coach Chris Ahern's watching, and she would attest to how amazing that trip was at the Saints. They'll let the runner go to second. It's almost like in softball, if it's first and third with less than 2 outs, they just sort of let you go to second base. Interesting. But that team, of course, led by Carla Claudio, who is now playing professionally in Italy. She struck out 13 today, went 1 for 3. She's been tearing the cover off the ball and the number 1 pitcher for her team. I pitch down. Oh, 3-0. But anyways, my whole point with that, it was an amazing trip, and I suggest if your team goes to try to make that trip if you can. Same thing with the baseball. It's in Grand Junction, Colorado. That tournament will be May 15th through the 21st. We'll be broadcasting that on the YouTube channel. 10 teams have qualified for that one. And if you get a chance and your team goes to Grand Junction, that's another one that is just, you can hear about it, you can talk about it. There's going to be a play at the plate. No, the run will come home on a sacrifice fly. Indian River now leads, 1 out. Runner at third. And Indian River, the way this inning has started off, you'd like to get both of those runners home. But that baseball tournament is May 15th to the 21st at Henley Field in Winter Haven. It's actually in, I believe it might be even in Lakeland. They're very similar and close, but there's a difference. Tournament's normally at Tiger Town, Joker Marchant Stadium in Winter Haven. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1-1 out, runner at third. Score is 1-0. That one hit out to right, foul. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. That one tapped to short. Runner will have to hold. Now she'll come home. Play at the plate. And the ball is dropped safe at home. Physical play there at the plate. Runner safe. Pillars scores. So an RBI. Well, I'm not sure. Is that an RBI, Bryce? Even though she didn't go on the hit, she went on the throw. Because she didn't break until the throw. So I'm not sure if the, I don't. Yeah, and that might be the right call. We'll give her an RBI too right here. That's a foul. Score is 2-0, 2 outs. Nobody on, so those first two runners, Mole and Pillars, that got on, reached. That one hit well out to center field, off the fence, and Castle has a stand-up double. So Shayna Reed giving up 3 hits here in the inning. Stephanie Collins will now bat. This is the second trip to the circle, I thought, this inning. FSC-J. So Collins will step in. Gilbert into Pillow with RBI. That one popped down the line. And if she'd have been running, she might have had a chance to score. She did not hit that bag real well, but a single by Stephanie Collins, who did not hit last game. And that's 4 hits now in the inning. And they're jumping early in the count as well. Well, Aria Mounts, the 7th batter of the inning, in against Reed. First pitch up high. It is a windy day today. 20-mile-an-hour winds at least out here. It's got to be gusting. One hit out to right. Coming in is the right fielder. Yes, makes the catch. Nice sliding catch for the right fielder. That'll end the inning. 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 runs on 4 hits. Pillars and Moll score. RBI for Gilbert and DePillo. We'll be back with the top half of the second. You're watching the FCSA tournament right here on YouTube. Back in Vero Beach, first play. Nicely done by the second baseman for Indian River. And that's the first out on 1 pitch. That was DeLauder. Now, Laney Rogers, the left fielder, will bat. Rogers at .312 hitter with 6 home runs and 31 RBI. First pitch foul. And the winner of this game will play Florida Southwestern State College at around 5 o'clock. Probably a little bit after 5, depending on the speed of the game. They haven't exactly been flying. That one popped out towards center. The shortstop will actually take it. It was just behind the second base bag. I thought it was going to get a little deeper into the outfield. It did not. So a second out and a fly out. I guess it's a pop out. It stayed in the infield. To shortstop. And now Hannah Hilleman will bat. Hilleman 263 with a couple RBI. That one under the glove of the third baseman and a base knock the other way for Hilleman. 2 out single. And now Caitlin Dickerson, the first baseman, will bat with a runner at first and 2 outs. She'll try to make something happen for the Blue Wave, who trail 2-0 to Indian River State College. Swing and a miss. Pitch, rise ball, strike 2. Couldn't have hit that one. I don't think anyone could have hit that one. 0-2. That one fouled back again. She's swinging at that rise ball, and I'll see how high with it Alvarado is going to go. Sylvia Montana, by the way, the flex player for FSC-J. I think I failed to mention that earlier. Caitlin Dickerson in the box, 0-2 count. Dickerson, freshman, pops it up again. The catcher makes a nice play to get around on that one. A lot harder than it looks. Nice job by the Indian River State College catcher, Elise Pillars. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second. 2-0 lead for Indian River State College. You're watching the FCSAA tournament right here on YouTube. First pitch to Samantha Chadina is out of the strike zone and all the way to the fence. That one's going to be a tough play. Second baseman makes it. Nicely done by Jessica DeLauder. Lily Perneda will now bat, the second baseman for the Pioneers. Perneda, 222 hitter, 9 RBIs with a home run. First pitch to Lily Perneda, up high, ball one. Indian River leading 2-0 over the Blue Wave. Pitch outside, ball two. Shayna Reed out there in the circle for the Blue Wave. In tight, ball three. .30 pitch from Reed to Perneda, up and out, so the number 9 hitter walks on 4 straight pitches. Jessica Mole will now bat. First pitch up and out. Reed to Mole. Pitch high Ball 2. Not able to throw strikes right now. Shayna Reed not finding the strike zone. We'll see how much of a leash coach Jamie Land has. There's a strike. Shayna Reed, a 1.93 ERA. She was 18-3 this season. Popped up. Oh, and just in between where they were not going to be able to get it, it did stay in play. Third baseman and left fielder were racing for it, and neither one of them got quite far enough to make a play or make an attempt at a play. Change up. Little curve, drop ball, change up, something in there, and strike 3. 2 outs now. A runner at first is Lily Perneda, who walked. Mall strikes out. Looking. Well, at least Pillars will bat. She singled and scored back in the first. To second. 1 pitch and the third out. We're going to the third. FSC-J trails Indian River 2-0. 2 up for the Blue Wave is Kaylee Perry, Lisa Halpin, and Shayna Reed. Back in Vero Beach, historic Dodger Town, 1-0 now. The leadoff hitter, Kaylee Perry. Perry's first at bat of the game. Now 1-2 the count, 2 straight strikes. Swing and a miss. Actually tipped it into the glove, caught by the catcher. And the first out recorded. Swinging strikeout. Halpin on our bat. She lined out to third in her first at bat. Tapped foul. So Halpin steps back in. They'll check to see if she went. No, did not go. That one hit just foul, just wide of the bag. One and two the count. Leadoff hitter Alyssa Halpin up. Hit to the shortstop, across for the out. Nice play by the Indian River shortstop, Julia Gilbert. Strong throw. Now the pitcher, Shayna Reed, will bat. Reed singled, stranded at second. Back in the first. Pitch at the top of the zone for a strike. Pitch up, ball one, now 1-1 to Shayna Reed. Alvarado has done a good job neutralizing just the batters for the Blue Wave, allowing just 2 singles. Pitch in there for a strike. She's keeping it at the top of the zone, so I'm wondering if she starts to flatten these out, if the Jacksonville hitters are going to be able to start getting around on it. We'll have to see as the game progresses. Because when she's missing high. But if you leave those balls flat, that's when they tend to leave the ballpark or go out into the gaps. With this wind, who knows? Ball high again, now a full count worked. By Shayna Reed, good at bat by the pitcher. Three-two pitch fouled back off the fence. Dodgertown, historic Dodgertown, home to spring training for the Dodgers from 1948 to 2008. Very cool place to come visit. Very cool stories here. A lot of Hall of Famers have played at Holman Field, including Jackie Robinson. You've probably heard of him. Don Drysdale, Kurt Gibson. Foul, just foul, to name a few. Oral Hershiser. Three-two pitch coming up again, 2 outs. No one on base. That's right on the outside corner for strike 3. That's a beautiful pitch. And we're going to the bottom of the third. Indian River leads 2-0. You're watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. back in Vero Beach at historic Dodgertown. And if you're in Vero Beach, make sure you check out Vero Beach Inn and Suites. Discover the Vero Beach Inn and Suites for your next visit. The rooms are oversized, comfortable with the bright color palette, reminiscent of a quaint cottage. And they actually do. They have wood floors in there now. They're really nice. And with smart TVs, you can pull up your Netflix, your Hulu, your MLB TV, your whatever streaming service you have, you can pull it up on there. We are in the top of the fourth. That ball off the bag. That's going to be a fair ball. That one hit the third base bag, and the runner will go all the way into second base. That's a double. Double for Julia Gilbert. She had a sac fly RBI, so she has been very productive with the bat today. DePillo had a ground out RBI. She's got another RBI opportunity with Gilbert out at second base. DePillo comes in. Came into the tournament as a .328 hitter, a home run, 26 RBI, 8 doubles, and 2 triples. She bunts that one. That's a beautiful bunt for the sacrifice. I thought that ball was sailing and might get thrown away, but the left fielder was right there to back it up anyways. Good fundamental play by Lainey Rogers in left field to get there just in case. It's the type of things you teach, but sometimes it doesn't sink in. Lainey Rogers has it figured out. Those types of plays don't show up in the box score, but they could potentially save a game. So runner at third, one out. Low and away, ball 2. To Cassandra Castle. She doubled in her last at bat. She hits that one under the glove. A run will score, so a single for Cassandra Castle. So an RBI single for Castle scores Julia Gilbert. That'll bring Stephanie Collins up to bat. First pitch down in the dirt for a ball. That pitch in there for a strike. Had to wait for the umpire's delayed signal, but that one looked good. Swing and a miss by Collins makes it 1-2. 3-0 Indian River. We are in the bottom of the third. Strike 3. Drops it in there. Gets her looking. Catches her off guard. Reed with a nice off-speed pitch. And now that will bring up Arya Mounts. Second strikeout. Both have been looking. One hit to short. Across for the third out. Indian River plates a run on an RBI single by Cassandra Castle. They now lead 3-0. We'll be back with the top half of the fourth. Due up, Maddie Johnson, Marnie Greenstein, and Jessica DeLauder. Top of the fourth in Vero Beach, the FCSAA State Tournament, 2016 edition. First pitch ball to Maddie Johnson from Alvarado. Pitch down low, ball 2. Ball hit out towards left. It will be, let's see, caught. Yes, the umpire gives us the signal. That ball was caught for the out. Very nice play by Aria Mounts. Marnie Greenstein will now bat. First pitch strike. That pitch a little bit too high for a ball. Greenstein popped out to first in the first inning. She's a .351 hitter. Hits that one to third. Right at her between the legs. That'll be an E5. It was hit hard, but it was hit right at her. So that's one that you've got to make. She's looking at her glove like every good fielder does. It's always the glove's fault. I'm right with her. I agree. Right at the second baseman, 4 and out. I bet even Brooks Robinson looked at his glove after he made an error, which he didn't make very many of. Lenny Rogers will now bat. DeLauder now 0 for 2 after that. Didn't even have time to mention who was at bat. That's on the inside corner for a strike. Pitch again on the inside corner for a strike. 0-2, 2 outs. Runner at first. Wind blowing in. Viciously, actually. That one hit out towards left. Left fielder underneath it. Catch made. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. No runs. They reached on an error but left a runner stranded. We'll be back right after this with the bottom half of the fourth. You're watching the FCSAA State Softball Tournament right here on YouTube. Back in Vero Beach, Scott Jamieson here with you from historic Dodger Town, right next to Holman Stadium, which was home to many Hall of Famers that came through there and played for the Dodgers and other teams during their spring training run from 1948 to 2008. First pitch, ball. Somebody just got thrown out at the plate on the other game going on right now, which happens to be State College of Florida and Gulf Coast. That went in there for a hit.
Singles to right. Brings to the plate the second baseman, number 7.
Chadina with a single, and now Lily Perneda will bat. Something going on here. One running for 3, so Taylor Strickland. Pinch runner here in the 4th. Now Perneda's ready. Going away, ball 1. Perneda lays down the bunt. Good sacrifice. They throw behind the runner. Ooh. I'll tell you what. That was really close. Sacrifice bunt by Perneda. Now back to the top of the order, Jessica Mole. She'll bat with a runner on second. Tell you what, that was awfully close. Pitch in there for a strike. One popped up. Center fielder coming on. Makes the catch. 2 down. Elise Pillars will now bat. Catcher. Madison Von Hagel was injured yesterday in a game where she collided. That one hit out to left, foul. On a foul ball with the third baseman, had her legs taken out, had to get help off the field. Hoping she's okay. High, ball 1. One, 2 outs. Runner at second is Taylor Strickland. That one popped to the second baseman and out for the 3rd out. We're heading to the 5th. Due up, Hannah Hilleman, Caitlin Dickerson, and Kaylee Perry. 7, 8, 9 for the Blue Wave. We'll be back right after this with the top of the 5th. You're watching the FCSAA State Softball Tournament, NJCAA Region 8 Tournament right here on YouTube. top of the 5th. Blue Wave batter Hannah Hilleman steps in and hits one foul out of play down the left field line on to the batting cage. Yeah, score from field 8. There's just 2 fields going now. Like State College of Florida on Gulf Coast. That one coming right back off the net. Are tied up 0-0 in the 4th. So that's also an elimination game. The winner will move on to play Northwest Florida State College. That one drilled out to left field, base knock. Hannah Hilleman. Nice piece of hitting going the other way. Now Caitlin Dickerson will bat, the first baseman. Dickerson stands in. Trailing 3-0. Down and in, ball 1. Alvarado, deep breath, steps back on the rubber. That pitch out, ball 2. Two-0 pitch coming to Dickerson. Dickerson drives one out into the gap. That's going to get down and get all the way to the fence. I'm not sure what the runner at first was doing. She should have been breaking at the crack of the bat. She's only standing on third, and Coach Jamie Lind is upset. There's no reason to go halfway right there. At the worst, you go to second base, and then you go back to first. You don't go halfway on a ball that's hit out into the gap like that. Even if you're on second, they're not going to catch it and turn around and throw you out. But a double, back-to-back hits. That's Dickerson, and so the 7-8 hitters with back-to-back hits, and now the number 9 hitter, Kaylee Perry, swing and a miss. One. One hit foul off the screen. Nobody out, second and third. No runs home yet. Jacksonville working to change that. That one hit foul. Special thanks to Jason Polvin and Christina Ferguson for their work up top, filming the games. Tyler Allen and Kyle Wilson are over on field 8 doing a great job. Of course, Laurel Sue Smith for everything she does for this tournament. One right in front of the plate, a base hit. She just kind of pounded it into the ground, and that's back-to-back-to-back hits by the 7, 8, 9 hitters, which will take them back to the top of the order. And Alyssa Halpin, she's 0 for 2. And this is a big situation for both teams. I wouldn't have with no outs. Because you got to believe the top of the batting order is going to get him home. Somebody asked if they would have sent the runner right there. It has to be right away. Like, it has to be at the crack of the bat type of thing. But with no outs, you're not going to tell your runner to go on the crack of the bat. They have to make sure they're going to score because you do not want to make that first out at home plate on something that's questionable with the top of your order coming up. The other side of that is there's some teams that like to put pressure on the defense, so they're going to go no matter what. I think in this situation, Coach Lind made the right call. I'm sure Coach Lind is not going to watch this and look for what I thought about that. I can almost promise you that. Bases loaded, nobody out, but that is just my line of reasoning. That ball gets by. Runner's going to try to score and will. So a wild pitch. Jacksonville is not done yet. Alvarado still out there in the circle. We'll see how long they hold off before maybe going to Haley Andrews or Blanchard. Pitch is up. 3-0. Pitch in there for a strike now, 3-1. That was taking all the way for Halpin. That's strike 2. So Alvarado's fought all the way back to even the count at 3-2. Flopped out into left. The left fielder was playing in. And makes the catch. So a good defensive alignment. Shanna Reed now, the pitcher, will bat. Runners at second and third. And one out. Pitch high. Sheena Reed is a .312 hitter. 9 RBIs, a home run, and 93 at-bats coming into the tournament. It's a called strike there, and now 2-1. She went down looking in her last at-bat. She singled in the first, went down looking in a pitch on the corner. Pitch fouled back, 2-2. Whoa, that pitch very high. Catcher did a good job to catch that one. Come all the way out of her crouch to get up for it. Now 3-2. Full count to Reed, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Reed hammers one foul. Got around on it too quick. Hit it very well. Fouled straight back, just missed it. Pitch a little high for her to handle, but stays alive. Defensive swing to make sure she doesn't get rung up again. High and out, not even close. Ball 4. Didn't even make the umpire think about that one. So now we have another bases loaded situation, this time for the number 3 hitter, Maddie Johnson. Dickerson at third, Perry at second, and now Reed at first base for Maddie Johnson, the catcher. She struck out and flown out and was swinging to hit that one as far as she could. Pitch down low. 1-1. Johnson looking for something that she can drive out there to right field and get those 2 runners home. Maybe even 3 if she could put something out there in the gap. Pitch up and out for ball 2. Third baseman will go in and talk to Alvarado, calm her down a little bit. It's tough to, you can't argue with the calls. The umpire's been on top of it. Now 3-1. A walk would score a run. She should get a really good pitch to handle right here. Johnson just misses a good pitch by Alvarado. Fighting back now, full count, 1 out, bases loaded. FSC-J trailing by 2 to Indian River. Three-two pitch, low and away, ball 4. Runner will come in to score. 3-2 RBI walk for Maddie Johnson. That's back-to-back walks. Dickerson will score. Perry goes to third. Reed to second. Johnson to first. Still 1 out, still bases loaded. Greenstein batting. She's 0 for 2. She reached on an error in the 4th. Hit the ball hard, but right at the third baseman. She couldn't handle it. Fouls that one back. Strike 1. Scores now 3-2. Low and away. Ball 1, 1-1. And one more walk, and I'd have to think Alvarado is not going to make it much longer into this game. She's frustrated. She thinks there's a couple pitches that she maybe should have had. But when this goes for any pitcher, when you're erratic and you're not really around the strike zone, it's tough to get those calls. Fly ball to left field. Throw comes home. That's a strong throw, but it was offline, and the ball game is tied. The 3 runs home now in the inning has tied the game up at 3-3. Good piece of hitting by Greenstein. And now Jessica DeLauder. DeLauder with a lot of pop. 17 home runs. Pitch down and in, ball 2. Alvarado still frustrated with herself. She's 1 out away from getting out of this inning. It's 3-3, 3 runs home so far this inning for FSC-J. DeLauder popped that one to third for the out. Tie ball game now, heading into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Due up. Julia Gilbert, Annie DePillo, and Cassandra Castle. We'll have that for you next. Indian River coming to the plate right after this. Back in Vero Beach, live from historic Dodger Town. Scott Jameson with you. Got a good one going here. Between Indian River and Florida State College at Jacksonville. 3 runs by the Blue Wave in the last top half of the 5th, I should say, has tied the game. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1. Count is now 3-1. Reed. That one pops. Should stay in play. And a nice running catch by the second baseman in foul territory. Very nice play by Jessica DeLauder. Now Annie DePillo will bat. Pitch up. Got one out and a 3-1 count now from Reed to DePillo. Was 3-0. DePillo foul. Now a full count. 3-2 from Reed to DePillo. Reed has done a good job since giving up 2 in the first and then a run in the third. She's hung in there. Pitched well. Gotten some outs when she's needed them here. Later on in the game, we are in the bottom of the 5th. And that pitch just misses for ball 4. So DePillo walks. She has an RBI ground out, a sac bunt, and now a base on balls. And Cassandra Castle will come up. She's 2 for 2 with a double and an RBI single back in the third. That double came in the first. Stepped on the bag, throws over, double play. Nice job and a really nice defensive play by the first baseman who stepped on the bag, made a throw right on top of the second base bag for the tag on the runner. Nicely done by Jacksonville. We're going to the top of the 6th. We're tied 3-3. We'll be right back with more from the FCSAA tournament live on YouTube. Back in Vero Beach. First pitch swinging, hit out to center. Almost overran it. Again, that wind is brutal, so it's tough to judge out there, and the center fielder made a really nice play to get to that one. That was Lainey Rogers here in the 6th. She flew out to center. Now Hannah Hilleman will bat. She singled and scored in the 5th as part of that rally. She actually started the inning off. She hits that one right back to the pitcher for the out. Nice reflexes by Alvarado. 2 pitches, 2 outs. So can she get the elusive 3-pitch inning? Let's see if Dickerson's, usually you're not going to swing at the first pitch after 2 pitches and 2 outs. We'll see what Dickerson does here. No, she lets that one go. Good eye for a ball. Dickerson doubled and scored in the 5th. Pops this one up towards our camera well. I'm just really hoping Jason and... Well, Jason Bolvin just radioed us and laughingly said he's okay, so I can only imagine how close that got to him. They don't get paid enough for that. This one hit out shallow left field. Shortstop back on it for the catch, a 6-pitch inning. And that's it. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, 3-3. 2 up for Indian River. Stephanie Collins, Aria Mounts, and Samantha Chudina. First pitch of the bottom of the 6th is a ball from Sheena Reed to Stephanie Collins. Collins is 1 for 2 with a single in the first, a strikeout in the third. There's a strike. Grounded foul, now 1-2. Yep, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strikeout for Reed of Stephanie Collins. Next up, Aria Mounts, the left fielder. That's a cool name, Aria. A-U-R-I-A. I like it. Off speed, high, ball 1. We are in the bottom of the 6th of this elimination game. One hit, second baseman diving stop, throw. What a play, what a stretch. Holy smokes, that was a beautiful play by the second baseman, and then an even better play, well, not better, but equally as impressive play by the first baseman to make the stretch. Wow. Been some defensive gems in this game. Sheena Reed has to like that. First pitch strike from Reed to, can't tell who it is. Yes, it is Taylor Strickland, so she stayed in after she pinch ran, and she's hitting now. In tight, ball 2. 2-1 to Taylor Strickland. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Change up low in the dirt. Strickland a good eye to lay off of that one. Now a full count with 2 outs and nobody on. In tight, ball 4. Strickland draws a walk. And now Lily Pruneda will bat. She's walked and sack bunted, so she is 0 for 0. Pineda takes ball 1. Outside ball 2. Reed falls behind to Pineda, the number 9 hitter. The catcher is going to go out and have a discussion. Pineda back in there, 2-0 pitch. Outside and low, ball 3. 3-0 to Pineda, the number 9 hitter. Jessica Mole waits on deck. Mole 1 for 3. She does have power. That's way outside for ball 4, 4-pitch walk. Mole is up now. She does have a home run, 5 triples, 5 doubles. She has some gap-to-gap power, 431 hitter. Infield will now converge on the pitching circle. Pitch right in there for a strike. 2 on, 2 outs. Over on field 8, still 0-0. One, 2 now, 2 outs, 2 on. Shayna Reed looking for a strikeout or just an out. Any out. Pitch was high. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. Flopped out there. The shortstop waiting right there for it for the 3rd out, so no harm done after 2 2-out walks. And we're going to the 7th. We're knotted up at 3. The Blue Wave will bat. And they'll have Kaylee Perry, Alyssa Halpin, and Shayna Reed due up. We'll be back with more from the 2016 FCSAA tournament right here on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. If you are staying or thinking about staying in Vero Beach, make sure you check out the Vero Beach Inn and Suites. The rooms are oversized and comfortable with a bright color palette reminiscent of a quaint cottage. A courtyard style inn. That one's inside for a ball. Is a tropical landscape with outdoor seating areas and a pool. They always help you keep your budget in check without sacrificing comfort. If your company's looking for an outing or a barbecue, they have 5 meeting rooms. That one hit out to left field and down for a hit. Sliding into second with a double. Good hustle by Kaylee Perry. They have for 5 meeting rooms and an executive boardroom. Full catering menu. Let their chef make a meal to remember for your party. So a double to start the inning for Kaylee Perry. We'll put it to the top of the order. And Alyssa Halpin. There's Laurel Sue Smith in here checking on things. She's the boss, so she's got to make sure everything's running smoothly. That one underneath the pitcher's glove. First and third. Now for the Blue Wave, who are threatening now, and Shayna Reed, the pitcher, can help her own cause, give herself the lead, and then try to put the game away in the 7th. Coach Dale Atkinson is coming out and maybe making a change. Not sure what he's going to do. Well, the umpire is pulling out his book, so we're going to have some subs. Roger, get ready.
It's not fair. I just got here.
So it's going to be 15, Amanda Blanchard coming in to pitch. Again, Amanda Blanchard now in to pitch. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. I am back. Maddie Johnson batting for the Blue Wave, who have now taken the lead. Reed reached on a fielder's choice and now sits at second base. Third base, Alyssa Halpin. Nobody out. Indian River staring elimination in the face right now. Jacksonville throwing away in a walk to put Maddie Johnson on, and that was where Coach wanted her. So the bases are now loaded with nobody out. Marnie Greenstein will now bat with a chance to add to the lead. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Greenstein, 351 hitter. She does have 7 home runs. She is able to put a charge into it. So they walked Maddie Johnson, 366 hitter, with 8 home runs to get to the 7 home run hitter, but they had to. It was the right call. To the visitors, a blue wave ahead. That one in tight, ball 2. Loser of this game will be eliminated. The winner will move on to face Florida Southwestern State College at 5:30-ish, 5:15-ish, somewhere around in there. We'll let you know when the game's over. It'll be about a half hour after the conclusion of the game. Force at home. So a fielder's choice. The first out is Halpman at home plate. Bases stay loaded. That's what Indian River needed to do, and that's why they walked Johnson to give themselves that situation right there. DeLauder now batting. DeLauder, one of the biggest power hitters in the country with 17 home runs and a .403 average. She is due to bust out and really hit one. She's one of the best, not the top, but 17 puts her up there in the state as well. 1-1 count. Well, there are some players out in some other states that have up in the high 20s in home runs. I'm not exactly sure what kind of competition they're going against. I know in Florida there's no slouch pitching, so you're hitting 17 home runs against really good pitchers. Gulf Coast won the game over there, won 1-0. So Gulf Coast defeats State College of Florida 1-0 and is advanced on for a Panhandle Conference matchup. There's a run over here for Jacksonville. So a base hit to center for DeLauder, who, as we said, was due. And Reed came in to score. Greenstein at second, DeLauder at first, and now Maddie Johnson at third base. Bases chucked. Full of blue wave runners. And Laney Rogers at the plate. Rogers 0 for 3. Trying to add to that 5-3 lead. Blanchard in the circle. That one's on the outside corner, or at least close enough for the umpire to call it. Once again, Gulf Coast has won 1-0 and eliminated State College of Florida. That one hit back to second. They get one, and another run comes home. A big RBI for Laney Rogers. And now Hannah Hilleman will bat with runners at first and third and 2 outs. And a 6-3 lead for Jacksonville, who trailed 3-0 and have scored 6 unanswered runs. That one foul. Pitch to Hilleman. She hits that one to shortstop, who gathers it in for the third out, but not before the damage was done. 3 runs home for Florida State College of Jacksonville. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Indian River's going to need 3 to keep their season alive. We'll see what happens when we return with more from the FCSAA tournament right here on YouTube. Well, Indian River's season has come down to this. 3 outs to get 3 runs. FSC-J and 30-year veteran coach Jamie Lind looking to move on to play Florida Southwestern State College. FSC-J lost the first game of the tournament, and they have fought back with 2 victories, trying to make it 3. Ball 1. The last thing you want to do if you're Reed is walk anybody. You have to make them hit their way on. If they happen to hit their way for 3 or 4 runs, then you know what? Not much you can do. But if you start walking batters, you're just asking to get beat. Popped up, foul. It's going to hit the fence. Pitch outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Pillars drilled right back up the middle, base hit. Julia Gilbert will now bat with a runner at first, no outs. They trail by 3. They need base runners. Julia Gilbert's job right now. 0-1 pitch coming up. Fouled off now, 0-2. Well, that's good, no broken jaw. There's a player that was hit in the face with double play. Turned by Jacksonville, erases the runner that was on base, and they are 1 out away from putting this game in the books. Well, there was a player for Daytona hit in the face with the ball yesterday, and Sandy just let us know that she is okay besides some stitches. No broken bones, no lost teeth. And so that is really the important thing. So a 6-4-3 double play turned. There's a strike. Now 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. FSC-J trying to eliminate the hometown Indian River State College Pioneers. Now 1-2. Down to their last. Oh, he called it a ball? I heard the strike call, I thought. There's a strike on the outside corner. The pitch hit out to left. Left fielder secures it. Florida State College of Jacksonville wins. They will play again in a half hour against Florida Southwestern State College. Indian River has been eliminated. Good season for Coach Dale Atkinson and the Pioneers comes to an end. But again, a good regular season for the Pioneers, a conference championship. Of course, doesn't make you feel any better when you get knocked out of the tournament. Coming up at 5 o'clock right here, FSC-J and Florida Southwestern, a rematch of the first round game that occurred. That was won 12-4 by Florida Southwestern. And Gulf Coast and Northwest Florida, a panhandle matchup, will also take place at about 5:20, 5:15, somewhere around there. We thank you for tuning in to this game. Once again, FSC-J wins 6-3. I'm Scott Jamison on behalf of Kelly Warren, Laurel Sue Smith, Bill Hamilton, Jeff Biddle at Dodger Town, and the rest of the FCSAA. We thank you for tuning in. Once again, we got games coming up in about a half hour, so stick around right here on YouTube.